Heyo! Welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, coming to you live from Studio A of our CHGO offices here in the West Loop of Chicago. It is great to be back. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. You can follow me at Sean_W_Anderson. It's nice to see Cody. I wish he was next to me in this chair, but my partner in degeneracy is Cody Delmendo. You can follow him at Cody_CHGO. Cody, you ready to gamble?
Oh, yeah. I've been trying to get back in the routine ever since I got back from Tennessee. Didn't really but the slates have been bad. But I did go 4-2 on the Monday night football slate the other night. I had Giants plus 5.5. I wish I'd take them outright. Wish I just would have had a little bit extra nuts to say Giants money line against the Packers. And I had Titans plus 14, and they also won outright. I wish I would parlayed the Titans and the Giants just because. But 4-2 night I finished up.
It's not bad. Yeah, I think if you parlayed the Giants and the Titans, it would have been like 20-1. So that would have been a real nice cash there, but hindsight's 20/20. I do wish, though, you mentioned the slate has been bad. I wish that we knew that we were in the, what's the old saying from The Office? I wish we knew that we were in the good old days before they happened.
Yeah,
I miss football already. I know there's just 4 weeks left in the NFL plus playoffs and college bowl seasons around, but I miss a good October college football slate on a Saturday. No?
Yeah. Well, it's like when we're sweating those Tuesday night Conference USA and MACtion games, in the Sun Belt. You all can laugh at me all you want for being a degenerate, but then this time comes around and you don't have any games to bet on until bowl season, which honestly, bowl season is not even that fun until you get to, the New Year's Six Bowls or, those games that involve the college football playoff, because half the rosters are so different because guys are transferring or, guys decide to sit out because of the NFL draft. So it's not nearly as fun. So yeah, you gotta, like you said, the good old days of the college football season. They've come and gone, and we only have the NFL left, and the what's left of college football games that matter that people care about. So don't take it for granted, guys.
I'm betting on college basketball. My first bet once I got back, I did lay a bet on Navy. I saw all the guys on College Game Day picking Navy to win, and I was like 3.5. If the under is, if it goes under, this could just be a 3-0 game. They don't cover; they lose by 6. So I did get my first loss out of the way. But then yesterday, I did end up placing some bets, and I took Oral Roberts to cover 13.5, and that won. The over 45.5 for NC State team total going up against UT Martin. And then I stupidly had Monmouth plus 15.5 on the spread, and I cashed out. I put it on NC State, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But I had Monmouth, and they only lost by 9 to Seton Hall, so they covered 15.5. So it's good to get back in the college basketball game. And before we get into anything else tonight, or anything else, what am I trying to say? Anything else?
What we're betting
for college football. I got college basketball tonight. I thought the other game was tonight, but it's Thursday. Tonight, FIU plus 23.5 going up against Florida Atlantic. I'm also going to sprinkle a little on the money line. 22-1, that's like having the Titans and the Giants hit on a parlay, all right? FIU, I understand, they're 3-7, but they've played a lot of close games. They've played a lot of, serious Power 5 schools. I kind of like FIU to at least cover 20. I think Florida Atlantic's kind of sleeping out the gate here. Everyone loves Florida Atlantic. I won a lot of money on Florida Atlantic last year during the tournament. This isn't the tournament. I'm going to go with the Panthers here of FIU. I think they at least have a good showing against the Owls. And then on Thursday, Florida, I was looking for another upset, and I was like, I'll look at Eastern Carolina. And East Carolina. What I learned about ECU is that they're awful. In Florida, even though they have 3 losses on the docket, all against good teams, Virginia, Baylor, and there's another team in there. I think they did lose to Wake, so that was a little bit of a disappointing game. But they're just outside of the top 30 in KenPom. ECU is probably, I think, like around 200 or so, and they really haven't had any good showing. So I'm going with the Gators to cover 15.5 on Thursday against the Pirates.
Well, I tweeted mine out earlier, but no, this isn't it, Sarah. This is college football. But for college basketball tonight, sorry, you're good.
True that.
For college basketball tonight, you're talking about dogs with FIU. I like Santa Clara money line at home plus 105 against Utah State. Santa Clara is kind of they're a quiet mid-major team, man. Like they had a guy, Brandon Posminski, who went to the NBA, plays for the Warriors now. Wasn't a Illini recruit. I'm not sad about it. But they've continued their success into this year. They've beat Oregon this year. They've hung around with some good Power 5 schools, and they play Utah State, who has been who's been very good this year. I love the over in this game too. But Santa Clara at home as an underdog, and they've lost their last 2 games. I think they bounced back tonight. So I like at plus 105. I love those odds. It's like 1.5 point spread, so it's like might as well just take the money line. Like, you're not like saving yourself here with that spread. So I would take the money line for the plus odds. I like in another game that kind of reminds me of what you're betting tonight related to FIU. Arkansas State plus 3.5 against Louisville. Louisville freaking stinks. When they're a favorite this year, they haven't played well. They're like Louisville's program it just has not been good, and now they'll probably play well tonight since I'm saying this live on the internet. But
don't jinx yourself. Come on, fade Louisville. I'm with you.
I'm all in on fading Louisville still. So
it was all Rick Pitino. Damn it.
Yesterday, Louisville was a 5-point favorite, so it's come down to 3.5. So a lot of money coming in on Arkansas State. It looks like, but I think. Maybe sprinkle on the money line, but I think it's a 1-possession game at the end.
All right, I like that. Good plays there for college basketball. If you're looking for it, we're going to take a quick break. I want to let you know about our friends over at DraftKings Sportsbook. Can you believe it that we're this deep in the NFL season? Obviously not, because if I knew, I'd be a little bit more. I feel like I would have taken it in a little bit more. Or 14 weeks in, and I still feel like we're just at the tip of the ice, or barely even we're at the tip of the. I don't even know. We're at the tip of the iceberg with the NFL season. We got to make every second count with DraftKings Sportsbook. You can make the most out of every game. Day, bet on your favorite teams for a shot at winning big bucks. New customers can score $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting $5 on any matchups. And this Sunday, like 3 separate underdogs. I'm taking them straight up. Also got the Bears at +3 to cover 3. But Smart. I'm going to go with a little parlay here. I know our guy James Orlando's in the chat. 12-1. Bears to win +150, Dallas to win +114, Jacksonville to win at +146. That's at 12-1 for those 3 dogs to win outright. So get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the app now and use code CHGO. New customers can score $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on the NFL. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code CHGO. The crown is yours. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. Please pay responsibly. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 1-888-788-89777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, must be 21 plus or older in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms. That really just rolls off the tongue right there.
Yeah, it does. So your 3-leg parlay for the NFL is Bears money line, Cowboys money line, and Jags money line?
Yes, sir. And the reason why I like it is because the Bears-Browns game is at 12. So if the Bears win that game, I have 1 leg already. So then I can kind of if I want to hedge myself a little bit. And then the Dallas game and Buffalo game is at 3:25, and then the Sunday night game is Ravens Jacksonville. So they're all in 3 different time slots. So if I have 2 legs already cashed, I can hedge a little bit and take the Ravens money line too. So there you go. We will not have a show before the NFL games this weekend, so if you do have any questions, please throw them out there, and we will answer them. But, Cody, let's get into some bowl games real quick. I know you got some picks on Jacksonville State, and I got some intel on Miami, Ohio from sales guy Jim, so I'm very excited to share that with everyone. But why don't you jump into your picks?
Well, I guess I got to start with the moneyline parlay, and it's Jacksonville State and App State moneyline parlay. They're both favorites, all right? So that's why it comes out to plus 110. It's not juicy odds or anything like that. But the reason being is they're both playing MAC schools. MAC teams are 12-52 in bowl games straight up.
Did you hear that, Jim?
Over a long span of time, brother. I'm going to continue to ride this, okay? That said, I am going to take Miami, Ohio to cover the 6.5. I haven't placed the bet. I'm hoping that it moves to 7. If I can get it at 7, I will hammer it with lots of money, okay? I think Miami, Ohio hangs around. They have a great defense. They're playing App State. I was reading Sunbelt teams have gone 10-1 in their last 11 bowl games against the MAC, but against the spread, they're 7-12-1 in their last 20. Underdogs are 17-5-1 in their last 23 games against the spread again in this scenario, as in MAC teams going up against the Sun Belt. I read this on VSIN, I believe. VSIN, thank you. And I believe most of Miami's defense is playing in this game, and that's what they were good at. They just won the MAC championship. Their defense completely made Toledo look like a complete different team in that game. I'm going to ride the trends and the fact that Miami's playing well, but I don't think they win. I think it's a close game, but you're giving me a touchdown that just seems like you're almost giving me a touchdown. If I have to buy up that extra half point, I will. I don't care. I think App State wins, but Miami, Ohio covers.
Yeah, Jim talked me into the 11-2 Redhawks, that they're returning everybody, and the only big question mark, at least roster-wise, is at quarterback. They had Blaine Gabbert's brother, I believe Brett, break his leg in the first Toledo game. And they had their second-string quarterback fill in, and now that second-string quarterback is in the transfer portal. The third-string quarterback, who apparently has the best arm of the 3, according to Miami, Ohio alum Jim, he has the best arm of the 3. So I don't know. You might have a competent guy. There just hasn't been enough reps. So it's, is this guy going to be ready and capable to go? They are mostly a defensive team, so I don't know if I'm super scared that the quarterback's changing. But I if it gets to 7, I'm with you. I'll take the Redhawks, but 12-52, that's not so good. Let's go into
That's why I don't think they win. I think App State wins, right?
Yeah, I hear you. I think that's a good number. Why don't we jump into Jacksonville State here?
Okay. So I'm taking Jacksonville State -3 because it is the first ever bowl game in their program's history, Sean. So they're going to be up for this game. It's let's see. I was reading they're in the Conference USA. They just moved there. We've talked about Jacksonville State plenty of times because they play on Tuesday or Wednesday nights at the beginning of the college football season. I also like the under. Again, they're going up against Louisiana-Lafayette Sunbelt team. I was reading, since 1998, Conference USA totals of 64 or less, the under is hit at a 48 or at a 40-28-1 rate. So it's not like 12-52, but it's, the under is hit more often than not whenever a Conference USA team is played in a bowl game. JSU runs the ball 64% of the time. I believe Louisiana-Lafayette runs the ball a ton too, so a lot of clock is going to run off unless there's a ton of explosive run plays. I like the under at 58.5. It's actually like the total is like keeps going up, and I don't understand why, because both teams run. Especially JSU at 64% of the time. So I guess many people think there's going to be a bunch of explosive running plays, but maybe it goes up to 60. I don't know, but I like it at 58.5. So give me them against Louisiana-Lafayette.
James Orlando chiming in about the MAC record, 12-52. Sounds like his betting record. So did you get your Pickett year in review?
No, I don't use that app. I should.
You should, because it tells you how much of a degenerate you are. Cody, why don't I share it with the fine people? Over this year, I'm down about 2% on my bets. So I'm not happy about it, but I mean it's close to even. So I'm not gonna if it was 10% or negative 10%, I'd be a lot more upset. My top team. What team did I have the most wins on this year? It's a baseball team.
You had the most wins
betting
on for baseball? You bet on – I feel like you bet on the Phillies a lot for some reason.
I bet on your Chicago Cubs a lot. 12 wins on the Chicago Cubs. My favorite team, I placed 66 bets on the White Sox. I lost 52 of them.
Gosh.
I went 52 and 66 on White Sox bets.
Or
52 out of 66. On my own fucking team. I know the most about them, and I'm just insanely delusional. I mean, what is that number? So I went 14 and 52. I'm a MAC team, betting my own White Sox team. My best category is money lines. I'm up 17% on that. So hey, that's very cool. 5-leg parlays where all the legs missed. I had 59 5+ leg parlays where every single leg missed. And I had 103 parlays missed by one leg. And I almost earned. If all of those legs flipped, I would have had $9,000 more in my pocket if any of those flipped. And the other thing, too, that I liked, 61% of my bets are against the community. So I'm usually a contrarian in my bets, usually going against.
He does not like to follow the public.
I don't. I like to fade Joe Public, and they also told me that I'm a regular Joe when I'm betting. So, hey, I'm basically fading myself. Shocker. Any other bets you want to fire out there?
No, I mean, the college football slate on Saturday it's not. I mean, I'm kind of leaning Boise State to cover the 4, but it's still just kind of up in the air on how who's going to play. I don't even care. Like, it sucks. I'm going to find a way to bet most of these games, but I with all these guys sitting out, I want to bet Georgia Southern to just beat Ohio because Ohio is a MAC school, but so many guys are sitting out of this game for both teams, and I don't know what to do. It's and
Taylon Green, kind of came back and found some energy and confidence with Boise, and now he's transferring. So it's what the hell do you do?
Well, I don't even know if Green's going to play in that game too, and that's kind of
right. He's transferring. I don't think he's.
Oh yeah, he's transferring. Right. So it's just but Mountain West schools have done really well against the Pac-12 in recent bowl history. So it's just I keep going straight to trends because it's just how can you look at what these teams were good at during the year when the rosters are so different when they play these bowl games,
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. I mean, I think the Jacksonville State lean, where it's their first ever bowl game. I think that's huge. I think that's at least they're
going to be fired up. They're going to care.
Huge motivation. Yeah. Absolutely. The UCLA one, they have to cover 4. The Boise State.
Yeah. Boise State 4-point underdog against UCLA.
I will have to respectfully disagree with you. I think UCLA destroys them. Respectfully. I think they get screwed. I do also think that Cal Texas Tech game is going to be ridiculous. I don't have any reasoning why besides just seeing those two logos next to each other, seeing that it's at 9:15 p.m. Down in the bayou. There's going to be like 87 points scored in that fucking game, and if for no reason. I don't even know if those are powerhouse offense schools. Just Texas Tech and Cal, it's going to be 47-40. Book it.
All right. Well, if I'm drunk Saturday night and that game comes on, then I'll bet the over.
Let's go. All right. I think that's it for betting, at least today. CHGO Bets. I got White Sox coming up here, so let's wrap this up. That's Cody Delmendo. You can follow him at Cody_CHGO. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me at Sean_W_Anderson. Thank you to Sarah for producing the show, and thank you to Jim, James, Edward for all hanging out with us. And we got 8 likes, so if you are hanging out and haven't liked it yet, why not get us up to 10? Come on. It's the holiday season. Give us a like and subscribe.
Bears money line. I'm in. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I mean, plus 150. It's Joe Flacco, and he was just sitting on his couch. I'm going to be afraid of that? No. The Bears have confidence. They have swagger. They've won 2 games in a row. Mark Carman is bashing Justin Fields, so we're obviously going to have to fade Carm. Plus 150. Bears are winning on Sunday. It's easy. It's written in the stars. They got all their linemen out. Montez Sweat's going to eat. Ngakoue was just holding this team back. All right, I got a lot of thoughts, but we'll wrap this up. The Bears are winning by 100 points.
Yes.
All right, that's going to do it. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
We all silly like the mayor.
We all city like the mayor.